What's going on, Jackets? Chris Thornburg coming to you from the Lakeland Center, where the Bartow Yellow Jackets just had their state semifinal matchup. We have a full recap of that game and a retrospective on the season coming up in your Tailgater Report.
It is Hitman.
The Jackets' ironclad defense held strong through the first half with a 23-21 lead. However, in the second half, they fought valiantly, but it proved to not be enough as the Cocoa Tigers pulled away and won with a final score of 61-52.
All right, I'm here with Mark Young, Jr. at Lakeland High School. Yet you're doing color commentary for the Bartow Yellow Jackets on 1130 WBF, and really stat man for the Jackets, and a great season to look back on.
Absolutely, Chris. Just a remarkable season. Started out 7-5, going into the Christmas break there. Coming out of Christmas break, had a 12-0 win streak. Ended with that huge victory over Monsignor Pace that really got the team going. Headed into district, swept through district, swept through regionals, and took home their first regional championship in 15 years. So that's really something to be thankful for and be proud of this Bartow basketball team. But a tough one to swallow here in the semifinal matchup.
And you can't really be disappointed with a loss in the state semifinals because Bartow's still going home in the regional championship. You can't be disappointed with that.
Absolutely not. You are disappointed, with the loss here, but Bartow just absolutely is one of the strongest seasons they've had in about 15 years since their last regional championship, and this is the first time they've been in the Final Four since '89. So a huge, huge season.
And of course, you got one more thing to look forward to. Only 3 seniors are leaving the team this year. Very bright future for the Yellow Jackets.
Excellent future, like you said, Chris. We're going to be back here with pretty much the same team, with the exception of Jamal Lawson, Jeff Thomas, and Sean Montgomery, and all 3 of those guys have been huge keys to our success this season.
And it's still going to be great to look forward and watching these guys on next season. It's going to be great hearing you on the radio. Thanks for talking to us, Mark.
Thank you, Chris.
And you can catch Mark and Clint Edwards on 1130 WWBF Bartow. That's on the AM dial next year for basketball season. Mark, thank you again.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, Jackets, that will do it for us here from the Lakeland Center. The Bartow Yellow Jackets ending their season with a regional championship. Congratulations, guys, and congratulations to Coach McGriff. For YJP News, I'm Chris Thornburg. Hey Jackets, do you need a new car? Do you even have a car? Or do you just need something a little bit faster than that Pinto? Well, Bartow Ford is here to help. Since 1994, their Drive for Excellence program has offered and given away a brand new Ford Mustang every single year to a worthy Polk County scholar. The contest is open to all juniors and seniors in Polk County, and it's really easy to enter. All you need are some good grades and a quick trip down here.
Drive for Excellence is a program that Bartow Ford has been doing for 16 years now. It's to give kids more of an incentive to go to school, earn A's and B's, and it gives them an opportunity to actually win a brand new Mustang. We've given away, this year will be our 16th Mustang. To enter the Drive for Excellence program, all you have to do is bring down your current report card. For every A, you're going to get 3 entries. For every B, you're going to get 1 entry. And for perfect attendance, you'll also get 3 additional entries. And again, it has to be the current report card. When the next report card comes out, the previous report card's not valid any longer.
Since the inception of the awards, 2 students from Bartow High School have won a brand new Mustang. But that begs the question, what school has the most ponies in their stable? Well, that will be George Jenkins High School, with a total of 3, winning their 3rd last year. So remember, Jackets, score good grades, come to school every day, and you might just be driving home in a brand new Ford Mustang. For YJP News, I'm Chris Thornburg.
Exhibit from Mosey. It's the newest exhibit here. Unlike traditional museums, which usually show people plaster models of the human body, the bodies that you're going to see here shortly are actual real bodies that have been donated to science. The bodies here have different diseases, show the effects of smoking and other poor life choices, and a lot more. This allows the viewers to actually see a real human body with these afflictions. The one behind me, which is really interesting, this is actually a real human body, but it's the central nervous system of the body, so everything else has been removed but the central nervous system. Like I said, all of these bodies have been donated to science, and their identities have been protected so that their families are allowed to have their privacy. But come check the exhibit out, it's really cool. I have to tell you about the process. It's called plastination, but I'll do that in another part. Just a second. This is actually the pose here is called the archer. You can see behind me the woman's positioned in, an arching position, which is really cool. This is a prime example of the plastination technique, which is used to preserve these bodies. This process was invented by Dr. Gunther von Hagens in 1977. Plastination is the process of extracting all bodily fluids and soluble fat from specimens, replacing them through vacuum-forced impregnation, which means they just take a vacuum and they just fill it full of resins and elastomers, and they cure them with light, heat, and certain gases, and they give the specimens rigidity and permanence, which is how she's able to stay in that position forever. With this technique, bodies are able to be displayed in a variety of positions, like I said earlier. You have the archer, you have the hurdler, you have a man that's praying, holding, his heart. It's really interesting here. Position, like for example, she's positioned in an athletic position, and it shows how muscles interact with each other. This method of plastination is part of what makes this exhibit so interesting. Body World is a separate exhibit from Mosey, so tickets for it are separate. For more information about Dr. Gunther von Hagens, the plastination technique, and this Body World exhibition, go to www.bodyworlds.com. As you can see, plastinates here at Body World aren't just of human bodies, they're also of very large camel, creepy animal bodies too. They had a chicken earlier, and they had a goat, I think, or lamb, and they have my neat little camel friend here. He's been trisected at the head, and then everywhere else has been left alone. And his little baby is over there, and I have to admit, it's just a little bit creepy, and I'm gonna leave so that I don't get freaked out. Well, that's all the news we have here from Mosey here in Tampa Jackets. I'm Kayla Goff, and before we go, I'd like to thank Kyle Olmstead and CJ Witt for coming along and playing around with us today. You saw them in a couple of shots, I'm sure. But on behalf of Chris Thornburg, Ben Walworth, and Corey Lee, I'm Kayla Goff, and I'll see you back in the studio.
What's up, Jacket? It's time for your entertainment update. Morning, Jackets. I'm Corey Lee. And I'm Ben Walworth. Hey, Corey, you still haven't told me why you were driving so crazy. Well, Ben, I'm just so psyched for this movie that's coming out. Yeah, by that you probably mean the Fast and the Furious, right?
Yeah. The ultimate speed-filled movie franchise returns with the fourth movie. Paul Walker returns as Brian O'Connor, the notorious street racer turned cop. Vin Diesel is also returning as Dom Toretto from the flagship movie The Fast and the Furious, meaning that they're back in Bartow, California. This time they're going international, crossing the border into Mexico. They're also going to have to get over all the past troubles in order to pull off this international mission.
So Corey, are there any music updates? Well, for the music updates, we turned it over to Victoria Johnson.
Thanks, Victoria. Well, Corey, does that about wrap it up for the entertainment update?
Yeah, Ben, it does. Well, I'm Corey Lee.
And I'm Ben
Hey,
Moore.
hey. What are you guys doing on my car?
Here in the outskirts of downtown Bartow, I'm over at Andy's Gyros and Subs. And while there hasn't been that much publicity surrounding this establishment, popular word of mouth has spread about its delicious offerings of gyros, to subs, to salads, and seafood, and everything else in between. So I spoke to their manager and took a look at their offerings. Well, I'm here with Andy Alshadu, the owner of Andy's Gyros and Subs. So tell me, Andy, what is your inspiration for opening up this restaurant in downtown Bartow?
I just thought about we need some new place for Bartow. There's nothing like this in Bartow. And I was thinking it's going to work, and it finally did.
Do you have any other businesses around the area?
I just own a beauty supply business right next to Publix. That's about it. And this Andy's Gyros and Subs is going to go all over Polk County pretty soon, probably within 6 to 8 months. It's going to go to Winter Haven, Lake Wells, Hand City, all over basically. Lakeland. Yep.
Why do you think your menu is so popular with your customers?
Well, we got all kind of food. That's one, which is we got Italian, Greek, American, all kind of food, all types we have. And second thing, the chef I have, he's been a chef for 20 years. He worked all over Tampa Bay for Greek, for all kind of restaurants. That's why. I mean, you come in, you can get any kind of food you want. We have it all in the menu.
Well, this has been on my mind for quite a while. Tell me, Andy, what exactly is a gyro?
Gyro is that meat. It's fresh. And it's lamb and beef. It's mixed together and it's fresh. It's not frozen, nothing, and it tastes really good the way we do it.
Well, that was Andy Ashadu. Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you very much. As you can see, Chris, the food here is really great, and the service is top-notch as well.
Now, Larry, other than sandwiches, what else does Andy's have to offer?
Well, as you see on the piece, Chris, they have everything for the stomach could desire, from gyros to burgers to fries, anything you can think of, man.
All right, Larry. Thank you very much. Pick me up a gyro and a Coke, and we'll talk to you
All
later.
right, Chris, will do.
Hey, Jackets, it's that time of year again. The spring sports schedule sets the stage for another exciting softball season.
That's right, Corey. The Lady Jackets are getting all set for another year with hope of yet another championship. But Corey, the season won't come without any competition.
I know, Ben, they'll have stiff competition in the form of Lake Wells and anyone else who's willing to take them down.
It's not like they don't have a target on their back either. With the Jackets who won a miraculous run in the decade, winning 5 state championships in 5 years.
Wow. And that's one accomplishment that no other team has been able to beat.
So, how are the girls getting along this season?
Well, Ben, I called Coach Riedenbar to see how he's getting the team ready for the upcoming season.
Well, we're working hard right now in practices. We're working hard to get us ready for the season. Practice is the main thing, and we think we're ready. We're kind of emphasizing the defense a little bit more, doing some running activities when we make simple mistakes. So we're trying to get some things mentally in their head, so they're ready to make defense more of a priority. So we're doing some of the little things.
That's really interesting, Corey, but while you were checking up with Coach Rutenbar, I got to talk to some of the girls about the year coming up.
We have a new coach, Eddie Martin. He helps out with everything on the field. He's a great asset to our team. And we have Fitz, who's been with us a while, and he helps out with infield and hitting in the cage and bunts. And we have Coach Carl, who's a great motivator, and Coach Rutenbar, who is just great all around.
That seems very intriguing, Ben. I guess all there's left to say is play ball!
Well, not right now, Corey. We're actually in the middle of practice, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, that's it from here at the softball field. I'm Ben Walworth.
And I'm Corey Lee.
Hey, Jackets, we're here outside Carlton's Music Center in Lakeland.
Next on your Music Weekly. Good morning, Jackets. I'm Corey Lee.
And I'm Ben Walworth.
And we're here inside Carlton's Music Center, which is a great place for musicians to get their instruments like guitars, tubas, saxophones, trumpets, and the others.
Carlton's Music Store is one of the most visited music stores in all of Polk County. With over 2,000 instruments in 3 of their stores, they are by far the best place around for your musical needs.
Carlton's offers discounts to all Polk County schools on renting, buying, and owning musical instruments. They also have monthly specials and rental discounts.
Carlton's doesn't just sell instruments, they're also a full-service music center. Like to say, if Corey was to buy this guitar right here, what would he need, Corey?
I'd probably need lessons.
Besides lessons, they'd offer any other service you'd need for that guitar.
For more information, we turn it over to Joe,
the manager here at Carlton.
Well, Carlton Music offers many services. Aside from band repairs, we offer knowledge for our customers, helping them learn to use the equipment that they purchase from us. And of course, we offer all kinds of musical instruments and PA equipment and recording software. We have all types of band instruments, whether it be flute, clarinet, trombone, trumpet, tubas. We have violins, violas, cellos. We have banjos, mandolins, dulcimers, acoustic guitars, electric guitars, acoustic electric guitars, amplifiers, keyboards, pretty much all the instruments that you're familiar with.
So, Ben, come here often?
Yeah, actually I do. Anytime a string breaks or I lose my picks, I come by here and they hit me out.
So, Jack, just remember, if you break a string, you get a dent in your tuba,
Or you lose those drumsticks under the bed.
come to Carlton's and they'll help you out.
Well, that's it for your Music Weekly. I'm Ben Walworth.
And I'm Corey Lee, signing off for YJP News. Alright, here at All Saints Academy, they offer up a multitude of springtime sports, most of which can be found right back on the Bartow campus, with one glaring exception. The All Saints lacrosse program features players from Bartow High School and a sport which combines hockey, football, and soccer all on the same field. I recently caught up with some Bartow players and the coach himself to find out more about this exciting sport.
Well, I'm from Long Island originally, and I played lacrosse growing up, and then I went to Duke and played at Duke for 4 years. And so it was a natural progression that when I had a chance, I wanted to spread the game. One of the things I like about lacrosse is you can develop a skill and fill a niche. You know, for football it pays to be really big. For basketball it pays to be really tall. But if you can develop a skill and do it really well, we'll find a place for you on the lacrosse field. I really believe it's a sport everybody can play. I find it, people might find it difficult, but I don't find it any different. When the season started, we got all together and we established the fact that although we're from a lot of different schools, we're just one team, and we really stress that family atmosphere. There's no cliques. If you're on the team, we're one big family. So it's not like there's the Bartow guys and the All Saints guys and the Winter Haven guys. We're all Saints lacrosse.
Attack midfield and defensive midfield. Based on the attack, work it around the net, try to score. On defense, try to stop them from scoring and hit them as hard as possible. My 10th grade year, Coach Hendricks brought me into it, and basically ever since then, I've been playing. It's a fun sport. You get a score, you can hit people. That's not more to love.
For those of you who don't know much about the sport of lacrosse, think about soccer, except instead of your feet, you use a lacrosse stick. So if you're looking for a little bit more contact in your springtime fun, pick up a stick and head to your nearest lacrosse field. For YJP News, I'm Chris Thornburg. Good morning, Jackets, and welcome to The Amazing You. Here on the third floor, Mosey brings you an experience like no other. They take you all the way from conception of the embryo all the way up to the adolescence of a teen. And they show you all the stops in between. In addition, they also show you what would happen if you were under the influence of some substances. Come on, let's go take a drive. Alright guys, now while I know I look pretty flattering in these glasses, they actually serve a pretty good purpose. These glasses show you the effects of intoxication on your eyesight. For instance, right now, I don't think I'm looking at the camera. And when I walk, it probably looks like I'm walking really weirdly. Well, such are the effects of these glasses. Alright guys, here's something that's really interesting. It's actually a camera that zooms in on your eye. Now it's really interesting because it gives you an in-depth look at what you really can't see from close up. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to YJP's live coverage of the prelude to the season, the track promo that will get you all set up for this upcoming track season. Hello, everybody. I am Chris Thornburg alongside Donald Wood, and we're getting ready to give you an exciting exhibition race that includes members of YJP if they were actually in track. Donnie, how are you excited about today's race today?
Extremely. I have so much energy running through me right now.
Indeed you do. And that leads us to our rules and regulations for today's race. We have 3 teams of 2 drivers, 1 wheelbarrower, and 1 who's pushing the wheelbarrow. At the end of the course, there will be an obstacle. The wheelbarrower has to be the one that goes over the obstacle, while the person who acts as the wheelbarrow will be going through the obstacle. At the conclusion of the obstacle, the wheelbarrow will turn around and run all the way back to the start-finish line, and we will have a winner. And with that, let's toss it down to our track referee, Brent, who will get this race underway.
On your mark.
Lights are getting set.
Get set.
And
go.
And they're off. Looks like the Justinos are off to a good start. The Walmart wheelbarrow is really slowing down. The Justinos wobbling into Drew's lane. Donnie, looks like there was a little bit of contact there between the Justinos and the Jerks. Looks like the Justinos have a little bit of trouble staying on track.
How long is this going to last? We got to wrap this up. Tiffany just called stop time.
And the race now is getting really tight between the Justinos and the Jerks. Looks like the Justinos starting... Are you texting? Nope. And the race is getting extremely tight now between the Justinos and the Jerks as they work their way towards the finish line. Stephanie? Yep. Oh, and it looks like contact, and there's a collision on the track between the Justinos and the Jerks as they hit the obstacle. Here comes the Jerks. The Jerks have got him, and the Jerks will beat the Justinos at the line. And so, with that, it looks like the Jerks have won. Let's head down to the trackside
really
area.
Nice to call them Jerks.
Let's head trackside for an interview with the winners.
Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, so I dedicate this race to all my...
On behalf of the track team, who we wish a great good luck to, I am Chris Thornburg. Donnie, any parting words?
Nope.
That'll do it for us for here. Now, back to the anchors.